thank you guys for clicking on the video. I wanted to say, before I get into the commentary, guys, I really do appreciate the support. I mean, I seriously do. My channel, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm free falling with my channel, and I need to just upload the stuff that I want to upload. And I really do appreciate the support, the people who come back to watch my videos, because I'm not putting stuff out there that I think people want to watch, but it's stuff that I'm interested in. And if you're interested in it, I really appreciate it. I haven't been active on Twitter just because I'm trying to stay off YouTube, Twitter. It's more of a distraction for me, and I'm focusing a lot on work, a lot on improving my writing, and things that can lead to a better life, and YouTube just isn't in the cards. But I still like to put out videos and make commentaries about things that I find interesting, and the Ferguson situation is a great topic to talk about. I didn't throw my opinion right away into the hat because a lot of those opinions are knee-jerk reactions to try and get views or trying to get a response, and so I didn't want to be a part of that. I wanted to let the situation play out. And then I found, this other situation in New York where he was choked to death, where they put this thing around him. You can look it up on CNN. And the cop was found not guilty. Now everyone, the world feels like it's coming apart. Everyone's going crazy. And let me just say this, first thing off the bat, these two decisions do not directly affect 99.999% of you guys. These two decisions impact the families, because when the media circus and the people hop off this and find some other case, those communities will still be left with their loss. In Ferguson, they're going to be left with that kid who's not there anymore, just like Trayvon Martin. People are going to find, in this age of 24-hour news cycle, you're spotted in the limelight. Like, this situation is very small, and this decision doesn't directly affect 99.9%. Now, indirectly, it does affect a lot of people, and it's good to see that white people are protesting this. It's not just black versus white. I know that sells papers, that sells web clicks and all that stuff, but I don't believe it's a white versus black with the Ferguson. Now, I was a little bit shocked with the Eric situation. You can look that up on CNN yourself, but I didn't want to talk so much about the decisions, but I wanted to impress upon a lot of you young kids how important actions are, especially in an age where it's easier to click share, click retweet. The protests have, at least if you're in America, I don't know if Canada is really covering these stories. I don't think they would be, but if they are and you know about it, great. If you don't, just Google Eric, New York, and Ferguson. You can read for days about these issues, but I just want to impress upon you guys that the importance of actually doing stuff and not just talking about stuff on social media is huge, and I think it's lost that we lose sight of that. And the ALS challenge was, you could say, well, Sully, that was a social media thing. And I would say it is a social media thing, but it was done through people posting videos, doing that stuff and sharing it. It wasn't just, retweet to donate 5 cents to save or to help cure brain cancer. I mean, because at the end of the day, 5 cents per retweet really isn't a lot of money. But, I think for you young kids, in America, and I'm 25, there really hasn't been, outside of Occupy Wall Street, I don't think there's been a major protest that we've seen. You have your occasional abortion, anti-abortion, women's rights. You have those occasional things, but not a movement like we're seeing in America where it's forced government action. And the protests are what are forcing government action. The people are in uproar, and it's not, like when Ray Rice happened, everyone on social media is, giving their 2 cents, acting like this is crazy, because athletes are supposed to be our teachers of morality. But they demand so much, and they find out that Ray Rice hit a girl, and everyone's on the media, typing away. But the real reason why the NFL reacted to Ray Rice was because investors or advertisers were pulling out. Minnesota, the Vikings were losing advertisers, and that's money. It's not the social media uproar, it's the dollars that they were losing. And actions still carry weight. And I think it's tough to see it in today's age, where you can go on Twitter and you can find, a cause anywhere, and you can be a part of that. But again, it's not really going to gain traction. Signing petitions will gain traction, but this retweet to show you care doesn't do anything, because you're fighting a 24-hour news cycle now. This isn't the days before Twitter where you can, a story can last for a week. This Ferguson and Eric stuff has lasted because of the protest, because of the uproar, and actions still hold the weight even in a social media infested world. And that's the message I wanted to deliver to you guys, and to tell you that if you're passionate about something, social media should not be your main avenue for relaying your cause. You need to hit the ground, hit the pavement, and do some actions, and not be retweet to help spread the word, because you know what? You're fighting millions of causes on Twitter, and that should be a secondary source of activism, not your first source. And I think that's where some people really why their causes don't really gain much traction, because they rely on social media. They think, well, there's millions and billions of people on social media, I can automatically tweet out and help spread the word. The problem is when you access that database, there are hundreds of thousands of other causes that are active, that are tapping into that database. And look at Facebook. How many times if you go through Facebook, you see an ad or something, or those ads or whatever those messages, and you just ignore them, and your message falls on deaf ears. But when you go out in the streets and you impact those people, like the ALS, people are actually pouring water on themselves. I would never do that. I would just, half those people probably didn't even know why they were doing that. But I would have just, if I felt cause to, I would have donated the money. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that it took people doing that and then sharing it. It wasn't just retweeting to give 5 cents to brain cancer research, and that's sort of the message. And it's run a little bit long, but I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. Let me know your thoughts about the Eric and Ferguson situation, if you do have thoughts, or let me know down below what your thoughts are with social media, and how should they play a role in trying to generate a cause in the public eye. I look forward to your comments. As always, thank you guys so much for the support of my channel. Have a great day. Peace.